Well, everyone, the worst LEGO Star Wars set that I think I've seen in many, many years, let alone 2023, has officially been revealed, and let's kind of deep dive into this and give you my true thoughts. Alright, so welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video, and today we have our first look at another LEGO Star Wars 2023 September 1st release set. This is going to be the Buildable Chewbacca, which has been rumored for many, many months now. It is going to be about presumably $200, might be raised up a bit, might maybe be $210 when it comes out, but you know, from what we know, it's going to be $200. Set number 75371, 18 plus, 2,319 pieces. And, you know, this thing right here, I'll throw it up on the screen, is looking absolutely appalling, man. So I don't really want to go too much into this. You know, I think it's pretty obvious where a lot of us kind of stand with this set. You know, I think there's not too many of us that can, you know, genuinely say that this is a good set or why did this have to be conceptualized, let alone made. You know, I think this is one of those things where, sure, maybe on paper, you kind of look at it and something like this could have worked. You know, starting with Chewbacca, in my opinion, is already a little weird. You know, the fact they don't do like a Darth Vader first or a Stormtrooper or anything like that is kind of, you know, surprising to me that they're going to start with the Chewbacca, let alone the fact of, you know, look, you know, whoever the designer is, man, you know, I don't mean any ill will to them. It's just the fact of like, you know, really, is this ever able to work? You know, was this ever going to be something that could actually be made to look proper? You know, so when, you know, they actually design this, when they're going through, you know, 5 or 6 different test drafts or whatever they do, and, you know, you're about to tell me that, like, the LEGO executives, let alone the actual designer behind this, you know, straight up says, hey, look, yeah, in 2023, you know, this looks like a product that we should put on shelves, you know, so I'm just, you know, surprised there. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's like, you know, my thoughts behind it, I don't care how you spin it. A kid's toy, plastic, whatever. Like, I don't care what kind of, you know, pretense you put behind the brand of LEGO. The fact of the matter, man, there's two things. First off, like, you know, this is not going to sell well for them. Like, this just won't. Like, this right here should have been one of those things where, look, just a set number, they just cancel. They just look at it, they're like, you know, look, dude, they're going to be losing money on this. Again, I don't know the back-end financials of LEGO, but, you know, if they're about to tell us that they can't make some of this other stuff because it's just not, like, profitable or whatever, or, you know, making new molds, making new this and that, you know, or, you know, possibilities of them losing money, like, you're about to tell me this right here is going to be a profitable endeavor for them. Like, it just won't. Like, I'll bet anything this is going to be 20, 30, 40% off on Lego.com in the first month or two. And second off, you know, look, pound for pound, dude. You know, okay, I think we can all agree, and look, if you don't agree with me, you know you're lying. Again, if they were to do any other set, maybe not anything, but, you know, there is a easy list of, you know, 20, 30, 40 things that LEGO could have done for a $200 price point that night and day difference would have sold 4x, 5x, 6x, maybe even 10x or 20x better than this set right here. So if that's their concern, you know, which they are a company at the end of the day, of course, they got to make profit to survive. You know, they can't be making stuff that doesn't sell. They can't be losing money, of course. So if they are worried about, at the end of the day, you know, coming home with more money at the end of the year, why are they producing this stuff? Like, why are they giving us these bullshit products at the end of the day, man? Like, for $200, just some things to kind of, you know, go off the top. You know, they could have gave us an AT-OT, okay? They could have gave us a Geonosis Arena. They could have gave us, you know, really anything. Give us a $200 globe-sized Death Star. You know, give us, like, anything like that. There's easily 20, 30, 40 things they could have done before this that would have sold better for them as a brand that is trying to make profit. At least that's my opinion. So this right here, I definitely got to say, look, this is way worse than I was even expecting. I got to admit, you know, look, at the end of the day, the legs, the torso aren't too bad. It's really where you start to look at the face, though, that's just, you know, horrendous in my opinion. And that, of course, is the most important thing. Like, it just doesn't look anything like it should be. And this is one of those things where I strongly do think, for their own sake, let alone the consumer's sake, just don't make it, you know, just can it, you know, just say, look, this was an idea that just doesn't work yet. We'll revisit it in 5, 6 years. Maybe there's going to be some new pieces then, and they could possibly make it look better. But at this current point, I'm not buying this at $200. Hell no. I might buy it if it goes 40, 50% off just to keep one sealed. I think the one kind of maybe saving grace to this you know, for people that say maybe do want to pick one up but like don't really know what to do with it, is if they were to continue doing this line of Lego Star Wars, you know, characters, maybe again Darth Vader next year, Stormtrooper, maybe some clone troopers, whatever. If they continue this, you know, once a year for the next 10 years, you know, they started off with a one that looks terrible, so conceptually people aren't going to be buying it as much. So if you're one of those people that kind of worry about value, maybe sit on one for a couple of years, this has potential to maybe be something like that TIE Fighter pilot helmet, where people kind of retrospectively look back and they're like, hey, look, I've got the 5 other, you know, buildable characters now. Let me go back and get this Chewbacca, and there's not a lot of people that have it, so it might actually be worth something in a couple of years. Who knows? That's just kind of my take on it. But bottom line of it, I don't like this thing. The fact that, you know, the Lego executives can genuinely look at like the Ghost and this and release these 2 products, you know, one up here and one down here on the same day is absurd to me. But that's all for today's video, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. The Ahsoka Sets, the other ones, and the gunship should be revealed at SDCC this weekend. So I'll see you guys all in that video. I got a couple videos in between. Leave your thoughts down below. Bye, guys, and stay safe.